Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing more spinoffs today. This is actually in day one of the postseason. Well, not officially. It's kind of like a bridge episode because, what's it called? While I was doing the tournament, I made a few mistakes, but eventually got it done. But, so, let's see what I'm talking about. So, we didn't get all the stuff done. We just got the first round, everything written down. But it's called. We got all the 3 9s, but then there's 2 open seats, meaning that we need to get a 2 and 10 though. I was gonna make a video about the tournament revealed. I think I am. I don't know, but so basically we got that going on. I moved all these ones over here. It's a mess, but we got the tournament over there. 10, 2 and 10s for 2 spots, and so we can officially see which one deserves out best. We did a random draw, and this is the fights we're announcing. Dolphin will face the play and winner of Horsepower versus Hurricane. Dinosaur will take on Bad News, Trouble and Disco. Junk Boy will take on the winner of Doublecross and Assassin. And whoever wins and all of those and 2 winners of both tournaments will be the 16 seeds. Now let's try to get started. This is an elimination battle, so whoever loses this one is out for good and won't return until it actually wants to next season. But most likely not, since we both kind of suck, in my opinion. That's why they're here in the first place. Let's pressure them so they have a fair chance and potentially the last fight of the season. The winner is not sound free to be a 16 seed. They'll have to move on to the second round of the tournament, but then they have to face someone else there as well. Basically, this is basically an 8 tournament, but the champ would be the final is the 2 winners. So technically, I sort of think the 4 tournaments will basically final because of play-in. Although Hurricane is not looking good, it really matters here. Hurricane's just in trouble. Horsepower was pretty sound, but it took the first part off of Horsepower though, so Horsepower could be in trouble too. 2 weak defenses, and that's the end of Hurricane. Yeah, that's the last fight you'll see out of that one. The last time I put this thing back together. Won't be the last time when I take it apart, because most likely I'm not going to make this one compete the next season. It's just kind of bad. Like, I could modify absolutely anything, but I would give things a chance. A chance at a legacy. Okay, time to get to the second one. This by far is going to be the biggest one of this so far tournament, and Doublecross is the biggest. And everybody else is basically the same size. But don't be mistaken, Doublecross is here because of his horrible defense and how easy he can impose them on his own offense. So that's why it's here nonetheless. It could have been a better one if it had perfect defense. Maybe even an upper seed, like in the top 8, no good. But now he's fighting for a chance to make even a 16th seed. Whoever faces a little further with high voltage anyways, they're going to win anyways. So really, it doesn't really matter because they're going to lose first round anyways, but this is necessary. Probably got the most boring tournament you ever seen, the most boring fights. It has to be done. Recording this early in the morning. Feels really good, I guess. I just kind of feel pretty awake, but I'm kind of tired. That kind of melancholy feeling. Yeah, look at this. This Doublecross is already losing to Assassin. He's really about to bring the snap in. I'll show you right here. See, look at that. That's why it's in this position. Because he can never actually get anything done with any power it could potentially have, but just potentially close itself. I don't even know the science in that, but it just happens. I don't think there's a cool design to do using these parts to the advantage, but Assassin gets the win. I wouldn't even say an upset though, because they're both 2 and 10. And size is just a disgrace. Let's put this together for the last time. If I can get him to stick. It was again kind of a shame though. And this one went flawless too, by the way, to add insult to injury. As you can tell here now, horsepower moves on. And then Assassin moves on. I really thought Doublecross could have made its way into the tournament, but out first round, so X. Big old X. So now we just do Dolphin horsepower next. Dolphin horsepower. Let's see who wins this one. Horsepower just came off a win, had to pressure it because it might be have the jitters and maybe a bit nervous. Because then we got 2 wins, that's his third win ever. Surprise, surprise. Oh, 1-hit knockout. You went total beast mode. Be like, imagine just saying, oh, I don't know, I may not win this. Whoa! Kaboom! Okay, time to get to the next one. And whoever wins in the play-in match versus the first official round. So, this is Junk Boy with Assassin. I was expecting 1-hit knockouts in these type of tournaments. That's crazy. Like, they were easily flippable, but through a shuttle, that's crazy. Like, horsepower does have power, I guess. That's why it's called horsepower, I guess. But not much of it. It just has bad defensive tendencies. So you can really kind of see that if you really wanted to. When you think about it. But Jump Boy is really falling down to Assassin. Assassin's doing a run. He's going to knock out one after another. And then he even has a plan for the 1 seed. It may not be good, but he actually has a plan. Imagine having a plan for a 1 seed when you're 16 seed. In March Madness is not too outlandish, but it is. With this, yeah, I don't think there will be a 1 seed upset ever. In this general competition. Because 1 seed is just too powerful compared to these things. And Jump Boy is definitely eliminated. Let's put this together one last time. And like a surrender kind of deal. How do we put this thing together? So, well, I question how to put this thing back together. Yeah. I should have done this in a different segment, but you have to respect the fallen competitor. So, yeah, the design kind of supposed to be for like a one-way kind of power kind of thing. It's not too powerful, but it's kind of like a foil, I guess I call it, because like with these one-way kind of weapons, they don't really do much damage, and I don't suggest them very much anymore. But they have to be used at some point. Not everybody can, every competitor can get lucky and use the best design. So some of them have to settle for weaker designs. Now you get to the next fight. Actually, the one-way offensive weapon is not too good, but it can do something. Like Dr. Pain was 7.5, not the best, but still it can be done. So bad news and Dinosaur in the next one. The first time we've seen these in this video. Bad news has the first part whipped off of it. Because Dinosaur is going to the offense already, or the defense is going to the bad news already. It's really kind of debating which one's using offense and which one is a tactical defense and which one's making it easy for another or not both. It's basically like what's it called? Like 2 first time fighters just fighting each other and don't even know how any technique and then hoping for the best. So we got Dinosaur flip, which is crazy because these bots are usually not the best flippers, but you kind of have to do your best for it. Here's the last one of the first official round. Chopper was Disco, basically looking the same as he had started. Reminds me of the Dolphin fight I did oil, what's it called, this season, Dolphin Disco. I think Disco won that one, or Dolphin won. I don't remember who won that one. But both of them made this play-in tournament. And Dolphin is eliminated in the first round. Most likely Dolphin on Disco now, because Disco is already failing. this go as winless up for the first 8 battles also. A lot of these are winless. Like Chopper, I think, was the last one to get a win. And then all somehow came to get 2 wins. Except for Pterodactyl and Ninja. They're 1-11 and they're outright winning the top thing. They didn't even make it to the second chance tournament. But basically, out of all 74, 72 has a fighting chance. It is pretty good. So basically, saying this is a play-in tournament for my bigger play-in tournament from the actual tournament, which is kind of confusing when you put in that mantle. And where did Chopper go? Oh, there it is. All you need is a flip. This is the easiest thing. There we go. I was about to say, if you didn't get the flip, that would have been embarrassing. So we put together Disco for the last time. Thank goodness. And we can say a goodbye to that one for the season. I think one of the only battles where both of them actually lost damage. So many fights are one-sided this season. Even these ones are one-sided, shockingly. So, we got for this one, Dolphin, Horsepower. That one goes to Horsepower. A one-hit knockout. Still can't believe that. I can't believe my eyes are there. What we do here is pinpoint whether we do that in a tournament. So we just put it right there. Another one-hit knockout for the season. So, bad news has some good news and is going to that round. Then Chopper beats Disco in a battle of the little ones. And then Assassin continues its rampage and goes to that round. So we have 4 left, and only 2 can move on. Let's get those started. First, we got Horsepower versus Bad News. This is actually going to be one I'm actually pretty prepared for. Maybe these ones have changed my mindset and say, oh yeah, these is going to be a prime time matchup. Not really, but let's see who wins this one at the time. And there we go. I just pressured it, but Horsepower's already on the tail with 1 good hit. So maybe it does have power, but it doesn't have the power to upset with a photo or high voltage. But at least it can make some wins in the last of the season to make of it, because they're lucky to even not be eliminated by how the things just turned out in the first place. Yeah, 1 win less, they would have not made the tournament of this tournament, and then 1 win more, they would have made the tournament easily. And upset, that's a shocker. Horsepower breaks in half, which is worse than a lot of its losses. It was expected, but I really thought it was going to definitely be Bad News there. But Bad News hung on by a thread to barely even secure a 16th seed. I call that a success. And Horsepower came from the play-in match, so that is also a pretty good success for that one too. But yeah, time to build them back, since we're going to see Bad News again. And that's the last time we're going to see Horsepower fail to that one. And now, what's it called? Chopper moved on? Yeah, Chopper moved on to, what's it called? Assassin. See who wins the 16th seed. And there's another one-hit knockout for Assassin. Oh no, the first one-hit knockout for Assassin. There's 2 one-hit knockouts. That's crazy. So, so Assassin literally making it from the play-in to a 16 seed. I would say that I would be impressed, but you can see I could see any of these scenarios really playing out. And Bad News did not come from a play-in match, so only had to do 2 wins. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 wins for Assassin, actually. So technically they could go up. That is called something, that's a different tournament. But technically they could go up, but higher in the seeding since they got more wins, but that's really up to consideration. I meant to say Skyhawk and how the alien, my bad. Just scratch everything I said earlier. That was irrelevant. So, yeah, so I got those 2 matchups. I got different quadrants. That's a mistake. So, the question is, will Assassin get a good chance against Skyhawk? Definitely not. But Doublecross or Skyhawk, maybe if that ever happened, I was thinking about an upset possibly, but not even that. And Doublecross got knocked out in the first round by Assassin, which is a disgrace. Assassin will fight 16 fights this season, and there's 18 fights for the one who will win the title thing. And most likely Assassin will lose that first round. It's not most likely, it's a guarantee. So that's gonna be all for this video. And the tournament will start momentarily, probably tomorrow. We do a lot of work on that one. And see you next time. Bye.